Hi, Brandon. Oh, thank you. Ghost tree. I'm so late starting tonight, I almost didn't even start one tonight. Oh, I can never get out of that house, I'm telling you. It's one thing after another, after another, after another. It's never ending. I should have brought Spike another apple. Hi, Spiky. I hope it's going to be warm out today and no rain. He's like, "Do you got more food?" What is it, Spike? Oh. Yeah, it was chilly here too today. I mean, he could have went out, but I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know. He's laying on his bowl. Spike, you're funny. Yeah, he would do better than what we have, wouldn't he? Spike, your bowl is right on your butt. Can I have it? You ain't gonna let me have it. Spike. does this stuff. This is just Spike's personality. He's just funny. Oh, yeah, I've never been to Connecticut. I would like to come up there and visit them states in the summertime. I'm getting to where I want to be where there's no snow and it stays 70 all year round. Oh, I wonder how the baby got in there. Yes, I was Myrtle Beach. But it would be alright in the summertime, but they get winters too. They don't get a lot of snow, but they do get some. It's only a couple hours away from where I am now. Oh, Ghost Tree, you're from Connecticut? North Carolina, yeah. North Carolina's got a lot of pretty places. Myrtle Beach is getting dangerous though. It's not like it used to be. It's not family friendly. There's a lot of crime there now. I've always wanted to live in the Bahamas. What I don't understand is, yeah, Hawaii's a good one too, but I don't know about living on a volcano though. They say like in Hawaii you can like feel the ground moving from the lava and stuff underneath it. I mean, not when it's going off, just on a normal day you can feel stuff moving under your feet. I'd all the time be thinking like I don't know, I'd be scared. What I don't understand though, if like America owns the Bahamas, why don't they go by like American laws? Yeah, I've seen that where like New York and all of them up there had that earthquake. I thought it was a pretty big one, wasn't it? Yeah, New York, they just remember they had that apartment building collapse, like part of it not long ago was on the news. Yeah, I would say that messed up a lot of New York because New York's got a ton of old buildings. Some people like being in the busy cities like that, and some like being in the country. No, we didn't have an earthquake here. I live 10 minutes from Kentucky. Like, I'm in Ohio, but like I'm almost on the line of Kentucky. Yeah, I live in the country too. But there's some people that like some city people, like my cousins, like they don't like coming like to my house because they said they don't like not. It sounds dumb, but they said they don't. They're so used to the concrete. Like we don't even have sidewalks because I don't have any neighbors. So they don't like coming out here. London, Kentucky, yeah. I still need to go further south. Maybe like bottom of Tennessee to like the Georgia line. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of remote places in Kentucky. You went by Ohio? Yeah, there's nothing great in Ohio, trust me. Well, they just passed the marijuana law, like for recreational marijuana, but I don't smoke marijuana. I mean, I don't, each his own. I think marijuana is a less harmful than alcohol any day. But a lot of people are happy because they just passed the recreational law in Ohio. I mean, but Ohio, I don't know. Like our gun laws, like you don't have to have a permit to carry a weapon, and they're pretty lax on the weapon laws and stuff like that. It's just too cold. Yeah, I don't either. I don't drink or smoke either. I smoke cigarettes, but not marijuana. My son smokes marijuana. He's 25, but I don't. I mean, I have a couple times throughout my life, and the only thing it's ever done for me is make me eat a ton because everything tastes good, and then I have to go to sleep because I feel sick from eating. Go Street in Lexington, yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, yeah, yeah. Lexington's about probably about 2 hours away from me. I think it's not far. Yeah, that's all it does for me, Michael. Like I don't know, like my son can smoke it and go to work. I'm like, I couldn't even drive a car. There is no way I would even attempt to drive. Yeah, that's what he does. He always has to turn his back on me no matter what. He just, that's his favorite thing to do. Yeah, I mean, I would rather them smoke that stuff than drink any day. That's what I never understood. Like, if you compare the two, And I'm not saying like it's good to drink and drive. It's not. It's not good to do anything and drive because driving is a serious thing, you know. A lot of people get hurt from it and killed, but people do it. And if you think of the two, I would rather be on the road with somebody that smoked a joint than is drunk, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not saying do either of them. I'm just saying if it came down to one. Yeah, he's funny. Spike. But that's the only good things that Ohio's got going for it. I guess it's good. I mean, a lot of people make a big deal about it. I don't vote, so I didn't vote for it. I've never voted in my life because to me, like, there's no way your vote can mean anything. If expect, and I'm not for Trump or against Trump. I'm not for or against anybody. Believe me. To me, there are two wings hooked to the same bird. That's the way that I see it. Um, so, but the last election, there's no way Trump won or Trump lost that election. And I mean, I'm not even a Trump person, but that I was like, there's no way. And I've done a lot of research. Do you know if 50% of Americans don't vote in the presidential elections, we get to redo our whole government? Like, that's insane. I never knew that, but it's true. If 50% of Americans don't vote, we get to redo our whole government, which you know they'd never let that happen, but I'm just saying. Okay, impulse. Spike, yeah. Yeah. They always they always try to get me to register to vote and I'm like, "No, I'm not registering. I'm not ever going to vote. There is no way." Um I just have seen too much stuff over the years. Like I can't remember when it was. It's probably been 5 or 6 years ago, but Obama and somebody was going down the road somewhere. I don't even. It was like a part of a commercial, and they were making fun of people that were standing in line to vote, saying, "Look how stupid them people are." Like, and I was just like, "There's no way, no." Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ghost Street. That's what I tell people. I'm like, if 50% of Americans don't vote, just think if we could redo our whole government. Like, and that's what the Constitution says that if 50% of Americans don't vote, but I mean, I know they would never let that happen, but I'm just not on either side. I just, to me, you know, they get along behind the scenes and everything that they show us is just for show. They all got their parts they play, and that's just what they do. So I just don't play in their games. And my 18-year-old daughter, you know, or no, she's 22 now. She's not 18, but when she was 18, she was so like, she was like, I can't wait to register to vote. And I just looked at her. I said, "You're my kid?" And I was like, she's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I have never voted in my life." And they just, the way, I wish I would have homeschooled my kids because, mm-hmm, yeah, Ghost Tree. Yeah, yep. And all the dead people that vote and I mean, there's just no way. Now, if it was a real true system where everybody's vote counted, I would vote. But it's not that way. And I'm just not even wasting my time. I'm not messing with it. I just don't even look at politics. I hate election years because all the stupid commercials. But I finally talked some sense into my kid, and she's never registered to vote either. I was like, it took me like a month. And I was like, don't even. Like, your teachers, no, no, your teachers are not right. I don't know. I just, mm, it's too much for me. Like, and if they would, if the ones that were up there, like at the presidential election, if they spend as much time as they do with bickering back and forth between them about dumb stuff, if they took that energy and actually put it towards helping this country and fixing this country, we would probably be in a lot better shape than we're in. But I just can't. I can't play their games. Oh yeah, our country. Yeah, because the school system, they are. I'm telling you what. You know how you can go on. Oh crap! What's the website you can go on? They're not called chemtrails. They're called aerosol something. Aerosol something injections is what they call the chemtrails. I mean, it's there's a whole website for it. The government admits it. It's not no conspiracy anymore. You know, my kid like doesn't even believe me, and like I've brought up the website. I've done everything, and I was like, "Do you ever look up when you go outside, or is your phone or your head always down in your phone?" She's like, "I know. I see the things that you're talking about, but I don't think that's it." I said, "Oh my god, like." What is wrong? I mean, they have these kids believing stuff they can see with their own eyes ain't real. Oh, pop. I don't know. She's but I mean, she's a good kid. She's just now finishing her 4th year of college for oh, I forget what she'll finish as, but after this year, she starts med school next year. Thank you. It's time to change official. She's going to be, well, she's got to do the 8 years of, like, she'll graduate in a couple months from this 4-year degree. I don't even remember what it is. But then she starts Ohio State med school, I think in the fall, this coming up fall. And then she's got to do her 8 years there, and then she has to do 4 more years to specialize in animals. And then I don't remember all that. She's got to do certain trainings and certain years as this, that, and the other. But then she'll be a vet. Yeah, I know, Ghost Trick. I know. I don't. I don't want to talk about that stuff anyway. Like, yeah, I told her I said, you know how people bring their animals to like the vet. Like if they don't have the money or something to get their surgery, they normally just leave them at the vet. Oh, thank you, Ghost Tree. I'll tell her. Yeah, she works hard. She works at a um it's called MedVet. It's like a hospital. They're open 24 hours a day. And that girl leaves here at like 6 o'clock in the morning and don't get back until like 10 o'clock at night. She and like she has no bills to pay at all, like none. I even pay her car insurance. Um, she hasn't said. Oh yeah, she did, Ghostry. She said she wants to do exotics, like she wants to work in the zoos and stuff. And her and my son both, they're like, we're never having kids. I'm like, that's not fair. How could both of my kids not want kids? I mean, I don't want them to have them now, but did they, Michael? Yeah. I never knew that they had a, well, probably about 3 years ago, she told me about, they have to just do the regular uh, med school like doctors do. And then they have to go on and do other years for training and stuff and like animals. But I was like, that's weird that vets have to go through more schooling than a regular doctor. I have a niece that she finished med school. She didn't. She's not a vet. She's a regular like person doctor. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and that's who Erin, my daughter. That's like her competition. My niece's name is Brittany, and she compares herself to Brittany so much. Like I don't know why, but it's like, why do you even compare yourself? Like your guys are cousins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I pay all of our bills. Well, she don't have any bills. She just lives with me, but I pay her like card insurance and stuff like that because I wish she wouldn't work at all. Like I tell her like, Erin, you don't need to work. You need to stop and worry about school. I mean, she is a straight A student, but still, like I just wish she wouldn't work and she would just worry about school. Oh, so I adopted. Oh, I know they do that to a lot of cats. A lot of them places and a lot of animal shelters put a lot of cats down too, which I don't understand that. Like they give them like 30 days to get adopted. There's just no way. I would take them all home with me, all the animals. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it is cruel. And I mean, my kid's making fun of me because I have this saying that I say even when I like smack a fly or something. They're like, you are so strange. I'm like, a fly is a living thing. Like, no, I'm not strange. I don't want to kill anything, but like, I don't want a fly in my house either. Yeah, cats are adorable. I have a whole, well, I have four of them. There's four of the homeless ones that I feed. I guess they're not homeless because they don't leave here. They stay right around my house. So I guess they're not homeless, but you know what I mean. Like, I didn't get them. Yes, 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 Michael, me too. I'd love to have a ton of land where you could take all the animals, you know, that wasn't sick or anything, but that was just getting put to sleep for not getting adopted. I forget how long our oh, animal shelter gives the dogs to get adopted. It's I think it's like 6 months or something. Then if they don't get adopted in 6 months, they put them down. Oh, you got two cats, Midnight Junior and Snowflake, two guinea pigs, and fishes. Yeah. Here, oh my God, where do I start? We have Spike, of course. I have the four homeless cats that I feed. My daughter has, let me see, one, two. She has two cats, two dogs, and then I have three dogs and one cat. And they're all inside. All the cats and dogs are inside besides the homeless ones. Um, I have a rabbit in my, it's actually in my bathroom in a cage because it's scared of the cat. So to keep them separate, the rabbit's in my big, I mean, it's a big bathroom, but anyway, it's cages in there. Yeah, ghost tree. I swear, I guess people just drop them off and they just go to whatever house. One of my daughter's cats, I was feeding the chickens last year. I told you, I might have told it, but I almost stepped on the baby kitten. It was just a baby. And I took it in, and that's where she got one of her cats at. But yeah. It was illegal to have the dog. Yeah, Ghost Tree. I've been feeding them for probably around, I want to say around 6 years, I want to say. The four of them. And every now and then I want to come back here that I've never seen. The prairie dog, are they illegal to have? I didn't know that. And it's like the four that cats that are back here, they'll run off the one that I've never seen before, which I try to tell them to stop being mean. I'm like, stop being mean. There's enough food for everybody. But they don't listen to me. So I don't know, like, if people just drop cats off out here. I mean, I don't know. In Connecticut it is. Oh. Yeah, all of our animals besides my little miniature wiener dog, I bought her and I bought Spike. All the rest of our animals are rescues. I feel bad because, like, when somebody asks me to take, like, a dog or something, and oh my God, I'm telling you what, the dogs we have in there now, they give me a run, I'm telling you. Um, I always say, well, see if you can find anybody else that wants it, and if you can't, just call me back, and I end up with another dog. Oh my God, on a train. See, now who would put a baby kitten near a train track? That's just not even right. There is no way. I know, I don't know how many of the homeless ones, I think there's two of them that are females and two of them that are males, I think. Which I don't know, because three of them I've never even pet it. You can't, you go to pet them and they'll take off running. And I mean, I've fed them for 6 years and they still don't even let me. Like, they'll rub against my leg, but as soon as I bend down to pet them, they'll just take off running. Oh, they're wild up there. We have a lot of coyotes here. Like, I don't hear them tonight, but normally every night I hear them because they're like they come right around my house. Last summer I was outside feeding the chickens. It was probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and they sounded like they were right behind me in like this field. So I turned around and shined my flashlight, and they weren't in the field behind me, but they were across. Like, there's a road. There's like my backyard, the field. Then there's a road, and then another field. They were in the other field, and when I shined my flashlight back there, I seen about 80 eyeballs staring at me. I was like, nope. I hurried up and got inside the fence. I was like, we are not even doing that. Because, like, I don't take, I just go out with whatever I'm feeding. Like, I'm not packing a gun. And, I'm just not packing all that to go feed some animals. But, when I hear all the coyotes hollering. Next time I hear them, I'll let you guys hear them. They're loud. I mean, it just depends on where they are. Sometimes they're down the road. But I hardly ever see them though. Like I only see them maybe once or twice a year, and during the summer. But in the winter, you can hear them gaping all winter. I know, Ghost Street. My mom's always like, I hate that you go out there in the middle of the night like that. And I said, Mom, I mean, yeah, there could there be somebody out there? Yeah, there could be, but my house is surrounded with cameras. Like, like I don't have any close neighbors. I don't know. I've lived here for 25 years. I just have never had a problem. And she's like, why don't you take, that out there with you? I'm like, I am not taking that out there with me to feed some chickens and some rabbits. I'm not doing it. But then, like, after seeing those coyotes, I was like, man, maybe I should. But I'm like, no. I mean, even, I wouldn't use it anyway. I tried to, probably about 3 years ago, this damn possum, it got into one of my chicken cages and it killed like 6 of my chickens. I was so mad. And it makes me even madder is because they like bite their heads off and that's it. Like they eat their heads and that's it. And that makes me so angry. I had like the dots on this damn possum was in this tree. I had the damn dots on it and I still couldn't pull the trigger. I still couldn't. I just put it down. I was like, forget it. I just went back inside. I'm like, I can't even hurt a damn possum that killed my chickens. Yeah, I know. And and they run in probably the pack that I seen that I'm telling you guys about. There was probably, I would say, between 40 and 60 in that pack of coyotes, and they were maybe, I don't know. I would say 30, 40 feet away from me. And it was, well, what made me look behind me is because they were all making noise and then it just got quiet. Like everything went from noisy to quiet. And I was like, that's weird. So I turned around behind me and I shined my flashlight back there and all their eyeballs lit up. I was like, nope. I just ran back to the gate and went in the backyard and then went in the house through the back way. I was like, nope, I am not even. All them hungry coyotes and me out there with food, feeding some chickens. No, I'm not going to do that. I know, and possums are so cute. I don't know if I would say they probably do ghost tree. I think, like, the coyotes pretty much eat anything they can get a hold of. Um, I couldn't hurt it. I couldn't. After I was so mad, I still couldn't hurt it. Um, I remember like, oh gosh, my son was probably like 7 or 8 years old, and we was going down the road, and a possum ran in front of the car, and he was like, "Mom, did you see that big rat?" I was laughing so hard I had to pull over because I couldn't see to drive because my eyes were watering. Because he was so serious when he said it. I was like, that's a possum. But I mean, they do look like have rat tails. So, oh yeah, I got a pig right now. Like, I didn't get the pig. The pig got me. I'll tell you a story real quick. Before my husband did what he did, he was carrying something around to his truck, and I heard him like scream, and he like dropped he had a TV or something, and he dropped it. So like I went outside. I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Damn it!" He's like, I was carrying that TV to the truck, and when he got around besides one of the sheds, he a pig came out of it. He said, I thought it was a damn bear. It was a black pig, and it was in there eating the chicken food and stuff. That it just like bit through one of the bags that I didn't have in the can yet, and it was eating the corn and stuff. And it scared him. And I was like, well, we got to find out whose pig it is, you know what I mean? So I got it to come in the backyard inside the fence because, like, the road I live on, the speed limit's 55. And I don't want, it was a baby pig. It wasn't that, I mean, wasn't big. I'd say it probably weighed 50 or 60 pounds. And I just didn't want it to get out there in the road because, first of all, like that would cause a bad accident if somebody hit that thing in a car. A truck, you might be all right, but in a car, it would. No, it wasn't a wild pig. I finally found out it was the guy that lives, oh, probably about a half a mile down the road on the opposite side of the road than me. It was his. And I'm telling you what, I begged him. I'm like, please, I got it in the backyard inside of my fence. So that way it can't get in the road and, cause any problems and blah, 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 blah. He said, I'm not coming to get it. I don't want it. And I got her two sisters if you want them. I said, dude, I don't want one pig. Well, I called the animal control. I'm like, hey, can you guys come get it and, find somebody to take it? And they said, well, we'll come and dispatch it and remove it. I said, you're going to come and kill it? They're like, yeah, we don't have anything to do with it. I said, just forget that I even called you. And I looked at my husband and I was like, go build a house for that pig. Like, I'm not, like, she doesn't deserve to die just because our stupid guy that owns her won't come and get her. And I guess that's what he did with her two sisters. I don't know. I didn't ask, but I'd say they didn't live long because I don't know. And I still have her to this day. She's like 8 years old. I call her Pig Pig because I couldn't think of a name for her. So I just call her Pig Pig. And she has a big heated house and just lives the life of a pig. Like, I would never let nobody hurt her. People that see her are like, man, that's a lot of bacon. I'm like, no, I wouldn't never let anybody eat any of my animals. There's no way. Peppa, oh, that's a good name. That's a good name, Michael. I wish I'd have thought of that 8 years ago. Because if I say Pig Pig, she starts oinking at me. I could probably get her to oink right now. I could really, I don't know if you guys would be able to see her. But that's like, I'm trying to think. Let me see if I go over there with the flashlight, if I take the camera. Hold on. She might come out because every time she sees me, she thinks I have food for her, which I do have food for her, but I'll be right back. Let me just see. Oh, I don't let none of the animals around Pig Pig because she just isn't, I mean, like, I get in her cage with her and all that stuff. She's never bothered a human, but she don't like animals. Like, she'll try to bite them and stuff. Pet pig name. Crispy bacon. That's a good one too. I'll take the camera over there so you guys can see her real quick. I just hollered for her and she's out there winking. Which I got food. I can go in and get her some food. Because she's a typical pig. She's like, give me food. See her house. Pig Pig. Pig Pig. What are you doing, baby Pig Pig? She's in her hay. She's like, what are you doing? Pig, pig. I'm trying to hold this camera up. Pig, pig. You want some food? You want some food, pretty girl? You want some food? I bring you some food? I bring you some food? Oh, thank you. During the daytime, I'll show you guys her. She's cute, but, like, yeah, I didn't get her. She got me. Like, I felt so bad for her. I was like, I'm not going to let that place come and get her to kill her just because her owner wouldn't come and get her. That guy's mean anyway. Like, there's no way. I was like, nobody's going to kill her. So she's just been living here ever since. Yeah, she's probably like, hey, you better get me some food. I got her a whole big bowl of food on the right inside the door there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would like to have one of them. Well, I don't know, with all the dogs, I don't know how they would like it, but it seems like, I don't know, like we always have so many animals and it's just from, like rescues and stuff. Like maybe one day I'll have enough room to get something that I choose. I don't know, I'd feel bad though. You know what I mean? Because there's so many animals that need houses that are already, you know what I mean? I would feel bad. Like, I don't know. I just would feel bad. I'd just rather take care of animals that need help. Oh, and during the daylight, I can show you guys. I think I got 5 chickens over there. The people down the road, they just moved. They just left their chickens there. Like they literally did not get their chickens. They just left them. And they all waddled over here. Well, I think there was 11 of them, but that possum got 6 of them. And I got 5 left. Yeah, me too, Michael. That's what, yeah. I know, Ghost Tree. And it's just like, it's so weird because, like, I mean, I did get Spike. I bought Spike for my daughter, but, like, I didn't go get a pig. You know what I mean? But, like, I just don't think that it was right that he's like, I'm not coming to get her. And I wasn't going to let nobody hurt her just because of him. Like, so I was like, there's nothing else I can do with her. And she is such a sweet pig. You can get in there, and during the summertime, I feel like I put this, like, it's like pond lining or whatever. I got her a little hole dug out in her yard, and I put this little pond liner thing in it, and I fill it up. So she has, like, and she'll get in there and lay. It's so cute. She's just so cute. Yeah, I know. And it's so weird because how many people had a pig come to their house? I said, well, she must have been hungry because she just wanted to get in there and get the food. And it was so sad because she had to come like a half a mile and cross that busy road to get to my house from where she was, which I'm so glad nobody hit her or anything. Um, it's just so sad. And I was like, she was hungry. Like, that's the only thing she wanted was food. Like, she just opened the food. That was it. So I guess where she was, he wasn't feeding her because she made it about a half a mile and across the road. Yeah, I went to every house. Like, are you missing a pig? Are you missing a pig? And at the time, my husband had a truck, but I didn't have a truck. And he didn't have, like, nothing to put, like, he didn't have, like, the back of the truck was just open. So, like, if he put her in the back, she could jump out. And he's like, there's no way she'll jump out. And I was like, well, if I go find out whose pig it is, maybe they can come and get her. Yeah, Ghost Tree. That's a good name. Spike and French, yeah. Yeah, I know that's what I said, Michael. But I just, you know what I mean? At the time, I was like, man, I didn't think I was going to keep her at the time, or I would have took her sisters. But I don't know. Me and that guy that lives down there, the 25 years I've lived here, we've never gotten along. Never. And it's all over something stupid. He doesn't even know me. Like, I grew up in a county far away from here. Like, but when I first moved here, I was 20 years old. And I don't know. I guess he just got the wrong impression of me when I moved here. And he said that I was stuck up and this, that, and the other. I was like, I am not stuck up. I've never, not one time in my life, had a conversation with that guy until the pig thing. And his dogs has gotten loose a couple times, and I put them inside the fence and go get him to come get his dogs, and he does. And he's friendly with me now. Like, he'll talk my head off now, but when I first moved here, he just would say all kinds of bad stuff about me. I was like, he does not even know me, which now he's nice to me, but at the time we did not even talk. Um, I don't think so, Ghost Street. Like I'm considered in the country. Like you have to get a permit to dig or to like for concrete. If you're gonna pour concrete, you have to get a permit. But anything other than that, like a shed or a building, as long as it's not on concrete, it's just like you build a floor for it out of wood or whatever. You don't have to get any permits. And then like there's no like you can we everybody shoots guns out here day and night. Like if I heard a gun go off right now, it would not surprise me because everybody around here does it. I mean, I do it too. So you know what I'm saying? Like there's there's pretty much you can do. I know if you dig, you have to have a permit, and then the concrete you have to have a permit. But I think that's it. I think anything else is nobody. The 25 years I've lived here, nobody's ever like nobody legal wise or anybody that lives around here other than that guy down there. He used to talk bad about me, but other than that, I've never had a problem. I remember when I first moved out here, it was so funny because, like, I mean, I didn't live in a city by any means, but like, I had neighbors where I could see their houses growing up, you know what I mean? And moving out here, like, there's no neighbor. I mean, I can see their houses during the daylight and stuff like that, but like, and I seen a snake. Like my first night out here, it's like I want to go home. I want to go home, and I was so serious. I was like, I don't want to be here. I can't. I can't take it. Yes, Go Street. And everybody that comes here is like, man, you got the perfect place because like the main road out there, like you have to pull on another road off of that road, and then you can't see my house from the main road. Like, and I live like back in this little hole, and there's woods on all four sides around me, and I'm in the middle of it. Like, it's weird. My daughter is always like, I don't know, because like when she goes and does her pet sitting stuff, and like they'll go on vacation to Florida once a year. She's like, I don't know how you stay there. How don't by yourself? I'm like, why wouldn't I stay there by myself? Like, we've lived there for 25 years and nothing has ever bothered us there. But I mean, if they ever did bother me, I'm ready, you know? Like, there ain't no wait, hold on a minute. No, it's ready to go. Yeah, I gotta get my I ain't even started on the garden. I ain't got the ground tilled. I ain't got nothing going yet. My daughter's got me in the middle of a project because like her and my son's room, you know, it's like a normal house. My room's at one end of the house. Their rooms are at the other end of the house. Well, like we're taking out the wall that's in between their rooms. Um, we grow. I try to do watermelon every year, and I have no luck at whatsoever with watermelon. So I don't think I'm gonna try that this year. But we grow cucumbers, spinach, them snow peas, pumpkins, peppers. I'm trying to think. Corn. Um, one year I did sunflowers just because they're pretty. Yeah, I have two apple trees. I have a pear tree, a peach tree, two apple trees, a cherry tree. I have grapes, blueberries, blackberries. I have a well. Um, are them all? My one tree died. It was a nectarine tree. It died. I gotta get a new one. And a fig tree. I think that's all of our trees. Pear. Yeah, we got one pear tree. I'm thinking of yeah, I got a peach tree. It's pretty big too. It's probably my peach tree's probably about 14 feet tall this year. I'll have to show you guys during the day. I'll have to take you guys around and show you guys. Yeah, yeah, ghost tree. Anything that vines out like that. Well, like I build like a TP structure for like the cucumbers and stuff like that, and the vines just grow up this TP structure. And I do that for the beans, and but you know you can't do that for the watermelons and pumpkins because they're too heavy. They'll fall off. I tried it. Um, yeah. So like every other day or something, I'll go out there and like wrap the vines around something on the pumpkins. I don't think I'm gonna try watermelons this year. I've tried watermelons. Oh, we got strawberries too that come back every year. Um, yeah, I'll take you guys around during the day. Like I haven't done it the last couple years, but normally I try to get like two fruit trees at the beginning of every spring and plant them somewhere. And but the last couple years I've been slacking. But um, the fruit trees that I got going, like they're doing good. And I mean I killed the nectarine tree on accident, but uh, I needed to move it because it was too close to the peach tree, and I did it too late in the year. But like it was literally like one of the trees were gonna die because they were too close together. So we like peaches better than nectarines. So I was like, all right. And I where I replanted it, it was just it was too late in the season to move it, and I moved it, and it ended up dying. But I need to get another one of them. Yeah, and we have tons of, and our strawberries come so early. Like within the next probably couple weeks, we should have tons of strawberries. I don't know why they bloom so early, but then like at the end of summer, they'll normally bloom again. Like at the beginning of spring and like at the end of summer, they'll do two things of strawberries. Yeah, he's like, I'm not even listening to this lady. He's most of the reason why I do the garden though, is for him, because he loves all the fresh fruits and vegetables, and he gets most of them. My daughter is so weird. Like, I'll ask her, what do you want me to plant this year? And she'll tell me everything she wants me to plant. Then when I start taking them inside, after I grow them, she won't touch them. Like the strawberries, telling you, I can't tell you how many gallons of strawberries that I grow. She won't touch them, but she'll go to Kroger's and buy strawberries. I'm just like, why do I even bother growing this food when you won't eat it? Like, you go to the store and buy it, but you won't eat what I grow. Yeah, I just started blueberries a couple years ago. I don't get many of them. I think last year I got a handful of blueberries. My blackberries did good last year, but not the blueberries. Yeah, yeah, Ghost Tree. He's like the reason why I do my whole garden because my daughter, she just would rather go to Kroger's and buy. Telling you what, like the grapes. Well, I'll have so many grapes, and she'll go and I do the green grapes and the purple grapes or whatever they're called. I have two different, two different things of them. One's green and one's purple. Nope, she'll go down to Kroger's and buy them. But I was like, I don't even know why I planted all this stuff. Like, I worked so hard on growing all this stuff and picking it and all this stuff, but no, you'd rather go buy them at Kroger's. I don't even know why I do this. But then I was like, well, Spike eats it, so. Yeah. Yeah, Spike loves it. Oh, tomatoes. I do tomatoes. Spike loves tomatoes. Tried broccoli last year to grow broccoli. I had no luck. I'm gonna try again this year with broccoli. But I planted it last year. I didn't have any luck with it, but I'm gonna try it again. Spike, and for some reason I have like 8 billion cucumbers. Like, I don't know why there's so many cucumbers. And Spike's like, I am not eating not another cucumber. You can just throw that over there. um, he don't really care for the peppers or the snow peas. I've never grew zucchini because I don't think anybody here would eat it. Um, Spike's favorite is broccoli and spinach. Like, broccoli and spinach is, yes, ghost tree. I mean, I wish I could grow something else as good as cucumbers grow, but I don't have luck. I've tried for like 2 or 3 years for watermelons and cantaloupe. And I mean, I get a couple that are like the size of a baseball, and that's it. Like, that's it. I'm like, why do I even try? But I'll have these humongous vines, but no fruit. Cauliflowers. Spike don't like that for some, he's not no he loves broccoli. Um, I grew sunflowers just to grow sunflowers because they're pretty. They got so big. I should do them again this year. I would say they got about 10 feet tall, and the flowers were so big and pretty. And I just let the birds eat the seeds. But the flowers were so pretty. I wish I had better luck with watermelon. I don't know why I don't have it. My stupid the strawberries. Yeah, yeah, ghost tree. My daughter takes a lot of it to her work with her. I guess she just gives it away or whatever. But you wouldn't believe how much I just throw. Like, I just like throw it back in the garden, for the ground or whatever, because there's tons of it that I know Spike's not going to be able to eat all of it before it goes bad. So I just throw it back over there. I'm not a vegetable eater. Like, I like cucumbers, but like maybe one a year or something. Lettuce. Oh, I grew lettuce last year. That did good. Like, the lettuce did good last year. I grew that iceberg lettuce. It did good. I'm trying to think. Oh, my strawberries. That's what I was telling you about. Like, I had bought strawberry plants before, and I never had any luck with them. Like they were supposed to come back every year. They never came back, ever. And then one year, my daughter was eating strawberries and like the tops of them. I literally just threw them over in my flower bed, actually. Do you know, still to this day, I have strawberries in my flower bed. And one year I dug them all up out of my flower bed and I moved them over, like I made this raised bed for them for just the strawberries. And like they're coming out of it now. Like there's so many. And they're still in my flower bed. I was like, that's so weird. Some strawberries that I bought at Kroger's, I just threw the tops of them over in my flower bed. And I still to this day get strawberries. They come back every year. Like that's how my strawberries plants went. So if you guys want to do your strawberries, don't buy the plants. Just go buy some strawberries and eat them and throw the tops wherever you want them to grow. That's how I've gotten all my strawberry plants. Mint or basil. Mint. Was that mint that I grew? Yes, on my porch. Yes, on my porch. I got a pot that's got mint in it, mint in one, and spearmint in the other one. That smells so good. I mean, I don't do anything with it. It comes back every year, but like I don't do anything with it, but it smells so good. The mint, I don't know which one's which now. They smell the same to me, the mint and spearmint, but one of them's one and one of them's the other. I just got them in big flower pots on my front porch. See, I'll have to show you guys all this stuff. I forgot about that until you mentioned that. Yeah, yeah. If you go Goat Street, if you ever want strawberries, I'm telling you, just go get you some strawberries from Kroger's. Throw your tops wherever you want them to grow. I'll show you guys my flower beds. Like I'll show you. Like, look, there's some a strawberry plant. You know, some of them I just leave in there. My daughter gets so mad. She gets so mad. She's like, "Why are them strawberry? You leaving those strawberry plants in the flower beds?" I'm like, "Are they hurting anything? Are they hurting anything? Why?" And I'm like, "Just, I don't know why you're so mad about it. Like, it's not hurting anything." I'm trying to think. I noticed my yard. Oh my gosh, my yard is like probably up to my knees already. And but because all it's done is rain. Like, I don't even know. I'll have to walk out there tomorrow and see if it's dry enough to even mow. Yeah, yeah, yep. I would do one. See, Mike, I kind of, well, I really don't do the composting thing. I just throw the vegetables back over where I plant the garden every year that I know that ain't going to be ate and stuff. But yeah, I would like to do that too. I always say I want to do stuff, but I'm like, oh, I'll start it tomorrow. Oh, I'll start it tomorrow. I was thinking of that the other day. I was like, man, like it's April. I don't even got the ground tilled. I don't got nothing. I don't have anything ready. I mean, I think even if I didn't plant anything over there, I think that I know I would definitely get cucumbers and tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. Them three things, regular tomatoes and cherry tomatoes and cucumbers. Like, I know they would come back without me even going over there to plant anything. But, like, I have to plant everything else. Spike loves the cherry tomatoes. Like, every day in the summertime, he was, like, waiting for me, like, where are you at with my tomatoes? Yeah, Ghost Street. My daughter, she's so weird. And that's what I told her. I said, look, all these strawberries came from your strawberries that you ate from Kroger's and I threw over there. Like, so it's like coming from Kroger's because, it's just a roundabout way. She's like, well, I'll eat them. So I'll pick them and I'll clean them and I'll cut them and I'll do all this. And like a week after I put them in the refrigerator, they're still in the refrigerator. And I'm just like, why don't you just say you're not going to eat them? So that way I don't do all that. Like, just say you're not going to eat them. We used to get like so many eggs. Before that possum killed them six hens, I used to get like 10 or 11 eggs every single day. Not in the wintertime, but in the summertime. And since that possum killed them six hens, I haven't got no eggs. Not one. Like, and there's four hens and a rooster in there. But I ain't got not one more egg since that possum did that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got a well on the side of my house. Um like the people that lived here before me, like uh they used the well. That was their only water supply was the well. Like the water's clean and like the whole 9 yards. But like I don't use it. I probably should, but I don't. Like I'm hooked up to city water or whatever it's called. But like it's got a well pump. Like there's I guess it's a well pump. I guess it's an electric one. Because there's this little button thing that you can turn in it. I don't know, but I've never messed with it. For the longest time, I had it covered up with oh yeah, the possum got the hens. He was still in the cage when that's how I knew it was him, was because he was still in the cage, like the chicken cage when, yeah, he was in there. You think the coyotes framed him? No, it was him. But like I didn't do. I seen him on my porch the other night because he comes up there to eat cat food, at nighttime from the. I don't care. Like I'll give him his own bowl of cat food. But yeah, I was mad at him when he killed my them hens. They weren't mine. They were the neighbors that left them. But I used to get like 10 or 11 eggs every single day. I haven't gotten not one egg since that possum killed them. I need to go get some more hens. I don't know why the four that I got ain't laying any eggs. I don't know. Like, how could I get 10 or 11 a day before and now I get none? But I still got four hens. And that possum ghostery, like, I thought I was doing so good too. Like, I dug all the way around the where I have the chickens because I wanted them to have a big house, but I also wanted them to have a big area to go out in the yard and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I just put a big chicken house in like a middle of this big fenced in area. Well, what I did is I dug like, I don't know, probably about a foot down in the ground, and I put the fencing down in there, and then I put the Quickcrete in there, and then filled it back up with dirt and all that stuff. So that way, if anything tried to dig under it, they wouldn't be able to get in the chicken house. Well, that damn possum, like, I couldn't do that for the door because I got to be able to go in and out of to feed and water them and clean and whatever else. So the door was the only spot that I couldn't dig down in the ground because, the door moves. That is where the damn possum got in, was underneath the door. Like, and there's not even an inch of space underneath there. Like, I purposely put wire down there. I don't know how that possum got under that door. Yeah. Yeah. He probably is ghost tree because there is a lot of ticks around here. There is. That's true. I actually seen two of them in this little tree. It's not really a tree. I don't know what you call it, a bush maybe. There was two of them over there, so I think it's him and his wife or something. I think it's a girl and a boy because they're like stuck together, like you know what I'm saying. So I'll probably have baby possums. I just don't eat my chickens. That's what I told him. I said just don't, or her, whatever. Just don't eat the chickens. Just tell me you want some cat food or dog food or whatever. I'll feed you whatever. Just don't eat the chickens. Look, I put corn out there for them possums. I put rabbit food. They can have all the cat food they want, and he ain't got no more of the chickens. I mean, I can't. There's well, what I did do was like I just took cinder blocks and I put them down in front of the door, so like he can't get under the door anymore, and I just have to move them every day to get in the chicken house. That's the only because I didn't know what else to do. Like so. I'm sure if he wanted in there though, he could get in there. He's a big fat possum now. Like it's so. Oh my God, Ghost! I gotta tell you the story. It's so funny. Like that fat possum was eating cat food. I don't know one day last week, and I was going out to go somewhere. You know, to go somewhere. That possum could not move fast enough. It literally. It's so fat. It literally laid on its side and just rolled down the steps. Ah, I can't help it. I think stuff like that is so funny. I literally had to sit there and laugh for 10 minutes before I could get in my car. I was like, Mr. Possum, you didn't have to go so fast. I wasn't going to hurt you. Oh, it was so funny. I was like, Mr. Possum, don't be afraid. Oh, God. I don't know if he meant to do that or if it was just the way it happened. But all I seen was that possum rolling down the steps on its side. And it's like a big fat hot dog. Like it is round. It is, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a big fat possum. Like it's fat. And its little legs couldn't carry it fast enough. It's like, I'm just going to lay on my side and roll down these steps. Yes. Oh, I wish like times like that. I wish like I had the cameras, you know, because they're like facing like the driveway and stuff. When stuff like that happens, like I wish I had one pointing down towards the steps because that was so funny. Yeah, Ghost Tree. He comes up there every night, and like the cats don't even do nothing. Like they jump in one of their little houses. See, Ghost Tree. I think both of the possums are fat, but one is fatter than the other one. So I don't know which one's which though. Like, but I hope the other fat one is pregnant. Because if it's not pregnant, it's just fat like the other one is from eating. Like I do put out corn and the rabbit food for it because they like the rabbit food. I don't know why, but like I put the corn and the rabbit food, and they come up there every night and eat cat food too. Which I mean, I don't care. I know it's them out there because I can hear the sounds that the cats. When I hear the cats all jump in this wooden box that I built for them on the porch, I know that's the possums rooting around making noises on the porch. And I didn't mean to scare him. I just had to go somewhere. Oh my God! All I seen was this possum and its long tail, and it was trying to. Its little legs was carrying this big fat body, and all I seen was it rolling down the steps. I was like, you don't have to go so fast. I wasn't trying. Nobody was going to hurt you, you know? And I don't know. I had never seen both possums on the porch together, and I don't know why. Like, one will wait down at the bottom of the steps while one is up on the porch eating cat food. I don't know why they don't come together. It's like they have to take turns. I don't know if that's normal, but that's how these two possums do it. I've never, like, they've never both been up there together. They just come one at a time. And I have a raccoon. I see running around here on the porch all the time. Yeah, I haven't seen any babies yet, though. Won't that be cute to have baby possums? Aww. Oh, God, Michael, they're everywhere around here. It's sad because I'd say, like, today I went up to the store, which is probably 5 miles from my house, and I've seen probably 3 or 4 dead possums on the road. It's so sad. People don't, people just don't even try to not hit them. They just hit them. I'm like, that's so sad. Like, I'd hit the ditch before I hit a possum. This raccoon, he was on the porch, and I put cat food out, and he was eating the cat food. And my daughter had a chicken sandwich in the microwave. I didn't think she was going to eat it. So I gave it to the raccoon. And she's like, "Where'd my chicken sandwich go?" I said, "You were going to eat that? I didn't think you wanted it. Like, that's why it was in the microwave." I said, "I gave it to the raccoon." She's like, "You did." And I'm like, "I did. I gave it to the raccoon." It's so cute. Its little hands, like, it holds it like a person. Like, but they're just tinier hands. I'm like, it's so cute. And that's a good raccoon. Like, he don't open my garbage can or anything. Like, he don't get in the garbage. He's a good raccoon. Yeah, the possums, they don't get in the garbage cans either. Well, they don't have hands, so I don't know if they could. Because I don't dare to leave a bag of garbage. There's no way. They would tear it open in a minute. The cats would. Yeah. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I've seen people, they don't even, like, slow down or anything. I'm like, how do you do that? Just run over an animal. Like, you don't even, there is no way I would be in the ditch before I hit an animal. Yeah, the raccoon, he went around the side of the house after I set it on the porch right there, and he was like at the bottom of the steps looking at me. I said, "Mr. Raccoon, I'm leaving this for you." And I went back inside and was looking out the window, and he came up there and got it, and he just carried it around the side of the house. I don't know where he went after that, but he carried it around the side of the house. I was like, "Oh." I haven't seen Mr. Raccoon in probably about 4 or 5 days. I don't know where he is. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go point the camera that's out there down until so I can get the possums on camera so I can show you guys how fat these possums are. It's so funny. I'll point the camera out there, the security camera, I'll point it down towards the porch. Yeah, yeah, Ghost we'll have to, I'll do that. Like when I get off here, I'll go around there and I'll point that camera down to where we can see the possums that come up there. So I can show you guys how fat these possums are. They're so cute though. Like, they've been on the porch and I've came home from going to the store or something. And they look at me like, "Are you like, I'm at the wrong house or something. Like, I'm the intruder or something, They're looking at me like, "What are you doing? Can't you see I'm eating?" And so I'm just like, "Dude, look, I'm not going to bother you. I just need to go buy you. Like, you don't have to get off the porch. You can stay there and eat all the cat food." And they just look at me, and I just walk by them. I'm like, I have to go to the door. I'm just walking that way. They just look at me like I'm nuts. I'm like, whatever. They just look at me like, "I'm not going to stop eating this cat food." I don't know what happened to him the other night when I scared him. I didn't mean to scare him. I guess maybe he heard the dogs bark or something when I opened the door. I don't know what his problem was when he was trying to get off the porch so fast, but that was so funny. He's like, "My legs won't carry me fast enough. I'm just going to land on my side and roll down these steps." Oh crap, that was so funny. I'm going to point that camera out there down because there's another one pointing at the same place on the side of the house. There's two cameras pointing in the same exact place. So the one that I'm gonna move ain't gonna hurt nothing because there's another one on the side of the house pointing that way too. So I'm gonna point the one down so I can get them possums. And then I think it's a boy and a girl. You guys will see them. I hope that one of them's pregnant. Won't that be so cute to see baby possums? Oh, and there's skunks around here. In the summertime and in the fall time, it's so bad. The neighbor right down the road from me, it's this old man. He sets traps for the skunks. I don't know why. I guess the skunks bother him or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they must, because I don't think he would harm anything, and he don't harm them, but he traps them, and then takes them off somewhere. I don't know where he takes them or what he does with them. I know he don't hurt them, like he don't kill them or nothing, but what happened?